Welcome back today. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of Australian 50-cent coins, where everyday pocket change can secretly be worth tens of thousands, or even millions of dollars. With unique designs and limited mintages, these coins have become legends in the world of rare collectibles. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just found one in your change jar, these are the top 4 most valuable Australian 50-cent coins, each from a different year and design that could change your life overnight. Let's get started. First up, in the shimmering archives of Australian currency, where history is struck in silver and value hides in plain sight, one coin quietly basks in the shadows, waiting to be recognized as a sleeper sensation, the 1985 Australian 50-cent coin. This 12-sided marvel, often overlooked by casual hands and dismissed by the inattentive, holds a mystique that's captivating serious collectors across the globe. Especially in extra-fine color-toned condition, this coin is no longer a simple relic from the past. It is a rare gem, a hidden chapter of numismatic lore, and in certain circumstances, it could be your ticket to millionaire status. What makes this coin so special? Let's uncover every shimmering detail in this deep-dive exposé. The 1985 edition of the Australian 50-cent coin is more than just another iteration in the long lineage of post-decimal currency. It's a rarity in disguise, struck during a year of quiet mintage and minimal fanfare. That very lack of attention has made pristine examples incredibly scarce today. The Royal Australian Mint produced only around 1 million of these coins in circulation grade that year, making it the lowest mintage 50-cent coin for general circulation in Australia since the decimalisation era began in 1966. That statistic alone is a red flag to collectors, a blazing signal that screams, scarcity equals value. The specifications of the 1985 coin are consistent with the standard design lineage. It's a 12-sided, copper-nickel alloy composition, 75% copper, 25% nickel, weighing 15.55 grams and measuring 31.65 millimeters in diameter. But in extra-fine condition, its story is anything but standard. This is where things become electrifying. With the passage of time, some coins, especially those stored in less than perfect conditions, develop unique color toning due to oxidation and environmental exposure. When this patina develops into a rainbow-like or golden hue around the edges, it transforms the coin into a one-of-kind visual masterpiece. A well-toned 1985 50-cent coin in extra-fine condition may exhibit glimmers of blue, copper, rose gold, or violet, especially around the dodecagonal edges or across the Queen's portrait. Let's turn to the obverse, which bears the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf, a notable change from earlier portraits. This regal effigy, with a dignified and intricate crown, shows Her Majesty facing right, her image more stylized and stately than in previous years. In extra-fine condition, this side retains significant detailing. The Queen's curls, the fine lines of the tiara, and the smooth facial features remain sharp and defined. If toned, the patina often enhances the majesty of her profile, creating a glowing aura that adds emotional and aesthetic value. On the reverse, we see Australia's proud coat of arms, designed by Stuart Devlin, master of numismatic artistry. At the center sits the Commonwealth Shield, supported by the kangaroo and emu, Australia's most iconic native fauna. Around the shield, 6 badges represent the 6 founding states. In extra-fine condition, every leaf on the wreath, every feather on the emu, and every muscular contour of the kangaroo jumps to life. When touched with soft, natural toning, especially deep ambers, ocean blues, or pinkish halos, the effect is mesmerizing, turning the reverse into a symbol of national identity wrapped in vibrant, vintage radiance. Now here comes the thrilling part, market value and demand. While an average circulated 1985 50-cent coin might fetch only $5 to $10 Australian, collectors in the know are aggressively seeking out extra-fine or better specimens, especially those exhibiting unique color patterns or partial mint luster. These can command $100 to $500 Australian, depending on their condition, toning, and visual appeal. If you are lucky enough to own a coin with perfect centering, unblemished fields, natural rainbow toning, and minimal contact marks, the value can climb to 1,000 Australian dollars or more. But let's talk about the Holy Grail, graded coins, and error variants. If a 1985 50-cent piece is professionally graded by PCGS or NGC and certified as MS65 or higher, with an exceptional natural patina or a documented mint error, such as a clipped planchet, broad strike, or die crack, the auction value could explode into five or even six-figure territory. In fact, rare coins with low mintage, emotional resonance, and unique toning are becoming increasingly attractive to international investors, those seeking rare commodities that hold both cultural and monetary value. One auction spotlight or media story could turn an obscure piece into a headline-making treasure. So what does this all mean for you? It means that sitting quietly in a drawer, forgotten in a change jar, or lost in a family collection may be a coin with transformational potential. The 1985 Australian 50-cent coin, in color extra fine condition, is not just a pocket change oddity. It is a relic of rarity, a celebration of artistry, and for the lucky few who possess the right specimen, a once-in-a-lifetime windfall. In the ever-shifting world of collectible currency, the real millionaires aren't always those chasing gold or mint errors. They're the ones who recognize beauty in the background, the magic in the mundane, and rarity in the routine. And if you hold this 1985 treasure in your hand, know this: you could be holding not just a coin, but the first chapter of your millionaire story. Next up, in the mysterious and mesmerizing world of Australian coinage, few coins have quietly captivated collectors like the 1997 Australian 50-cent coin, a 12-sided treasure that blends tradition with scarcity and unassuming elegance with untapped fortune. While at first glance it may appear to be a standard issue, let us assure you, this is no ordinary piece of pocket change. In extra fine condition with natural color toning, the 1997 50-cent coin could be the unsung hero of your collection, the forgotten silver shield that holds the power to unlock life-changing value. This is the story of a coin that may have silently traveled through your hands, only to now be worth hundreds, perhaps even thousands, if the stars of condition, rarity, and demand align. Struck by the Royal Australian Mint, the 1997 50-cent coin features the same core specifications as its fellow dodecagonal brethren, a hefty 15.55 grams, crafted from robust copper nickel, an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a generous diameter of 31.65 millimeters. Its 12 distinct sides give it a powerful geometric presence, instantly recognizable and tactile. But what sets the 1997 edition apart is its relatively low mintage and elusive high-grade condition, a combination that elevates it from background coin to collector's jewel. On the reverse, the coin proudly displays the Australian coat of arms, a design by the legendary Stuart Devlin. At the center is the Commonwealth Shield, representing the Union of the States, supported by two iconic Australian animals, the kangaroo and the emu. The level of detail in Devlin's artistry is staggering. Each strand of the kangaroo's fur, the feathers on the emu's body, the tiny floral elements of the state symbols, all pop in extra fine condition. When combined with natural toning, especially the blues, golds, and coppers that form around the edges or in the recesses of the design, the coin transforms into a numismatic painting, each one subtly unique. The obverse of the 1997 50-cent piece features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Raphael Maclouf. This effigy shows the Queen with a high, almost regal relief, an image rich with detail, from her intricately designed tiara to the flowing drapery of her shoulders. In extra fine condition, her features remain sharp, and any patina from careful aging often enhances her profile with an almost holy aura. Imagine her likeness haloed by golden hues or shadowed in rich plum and amber tones. This is not just a coin, it's a visual poem cast in metal. What makes the 1997 50-cent coin truly special, however, is its surprisingly limited survival rate in higher conditions. Though approximately 19.4 million were minted, the vast majority entered heavy circulation, quickly accumulating scratches, loss of luster, and rim dings. Extra fine or better specimens, especially those with natural color toning, are becoming harder and harder to find. This growing scarcity, combined with the coin's aesthetic potential, has begun to drive up market demand in ways that few saw coming. So what is it worth? In average circulated condition, the 1997 50-cent coin trades modestly, around $1 to $3 AUD. But extra fine examples with attractive patina, especially those with partial rainbow toning or brilliant edge contrast, can command $25 to $100 depending on visual impact and buyer demand. If you're lucky enough to have a coin with full mint luster, minimal contact marks, and vivid toning, it could fetch $200 to $500 or more in private sales or at auction. But here's where the millionaire potential emerges. Should you possess a 1997 50-cent coin that exhibits a major mint error, like an off-center strike, double obverse, die crack, or clipped planchet, especially in uncirculated or extra-fine color tone condition, you may be holding a numismatic unicorn. Such anomalies are incredibly rare and can cause bidding wars among collectors, driving prices into the thousands. Combine that with the surge in global interest in pre-2000 Australian coinage, and suddenly a once-ordinary piece becomes a star. Even more intriguing is the potential of future appreciation. With the Queen's recent passing, coins bearing her effigy, especially older, lesser-known, or underappreciated issues, are gaining new historic weight. Collectors are now looking back at coins like the 1997 50-cent as sentimental relics of a bygone reign, and demand is growing fast. Add to this the fact that Australia may eventually phase out higher denomination coins in everyday usage, and you've got a ticking time bomb of value. So here's the reality. If you own a 1997 Australian 50-cent coin in extra fine condition with stunning natural color toning, you may very well be sitting on a life-changing asset. Not just a piece of metal, but a portal to profit, prestige, and possibly a place among Australia's most iconic collectors. Dig through those coin jars, examine those dusty drawers, and check your old wallets. Because somewhere, shimmering silently, might be your millionaire moment in the form of a 12-sided national treasure. Next up, beneath the glint of ordinary silver lies a silent contender, one that many Australians have passed over without a second thought. The 1980 Australian 50-cent coin, often dismissed as just another piece of change, might be the very treasure that turns an everyday discovery into a millionaire's miracle. This coin, born in the vibrant dawn of the 1980s, is now making a stunning comeback in the numismatic spotlight. Especially in color circulation condition, this uniquely shaped relic is being eyed by seasoned collectors and treasure hunters alike for its design brilliance, historical legacy, and increasing market rarity. Let's journey deep into the story behind this unassuming powerhouse of a coin and unveil how it could be the key to your fortune. The 1980 Australian 50-cent coin embodies the proud transition of a nation embracing its modern identity while still honoring its heritage. Struck by the Royal Australian Mint, this coin is part of the dodecagonal, 12-sided, series that began in 1969 following the discontinuation of the original 1966 round silver 50-cent piece. With a diameter of 31.65 millimeters and a weight of 15.55 grams, it is composed of copper-nickel, 75% copper, and 25% nickel, giving it durability and that unmistakable silvery sheen. Its 12-sided shape, more than just a visual feature, was engineered to help the vision-impaired distinguish it from other denominations. But this shape, over time, has become a symbol of prestige among collectors. On the obverse, the coin bears the distinguished image of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. Her Majesty is portrayed wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, facing right, with an air of youthful regality. In color circulation condition, this obverse often shows fascinating patinas, toning patterns of warm bronzes, steely blues, and soft purples brought about by age, environment, and oxidation. This natural coloration can dramatically enhance the coin's aesthetic, turning a basic obverse into a canvas of historic beauty. Turn the coin over, and the reverse is where the artistry truly commands attention. Designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin, the reverse features the Australian coat of arms in exquisite detail. The shield at the center carries the badges of the 6 founding states of the Commonwealth, flanked proudly by the kangaroo and the emu, 2 creatures famously incapable of walking backwards, symbolizing national progress. The fine detailing in the fur of the kangaroo, the texture of the emu's feathers, and the ornate wreath below, when lightly toned by age, create a dramatic visual impact. These tiny intricacies, when well preserved, can elevate the coin into a miniature sculpture of national pride. As for mintage, approximately 12.4 million of these coins were struck in 1980. While that may seem like a high number, the brutal reality is that most have been heavily circulated over the past 4 decades. Many have suffered nicks, scratches, and worn-down details, making high-grade or visually unique examples increasingly difficult to find. That's where color circulation condition coins come in. Those with clean surfaces, minimal wear, and compelling natural toning. These are the sleeper hits of the collecting world, hiding in plain sight and silently gaining value as demand outpaces surviving quality supply. Now, let's talk market value and demand. A regular 1980 50-cent coin in well-worn condition may only command $2 to $5 among casual collectors. But when you introduce eye-catching toning, intact details, and originality, the price starts to rise, sometimes exponentially. Coins in color circulation condition with unique patinas or peripheral toning are already commanding $30 to $150 in the secondary market. Collectors crave individuality, and toning ensures that no 2 coins are ever alike. This emotional connection can drive up value more than condition alone. For those with an exceptional eye, the jackpot lies in mint-era varieties, double strikes, die clashes, clipped planchets, or off-center errors from the 1980 batch have sold for anywhere between $500 to several $1,000s, depending on the visibility and rarity of the flaw. Combine that with natural toning and sharp detail, and you're now flirting with 5-figure valuations. If your 1980 50-cent coin possesses an anomaly and has been graded by PCGS or NGC as MS65 or higher, it could indeed be your million-dollar miracle in metal. Furthermore, with Queen Elizabeth II's passing, all coins bearing her portrait are surging in historical and emotional value. The 1980 edition, set firmly in the early years of her enduring reign, holds extra allure for future generations. As Australia moves toward more modern coinage, and potentially away from physical currency altogether, coins like this one are rapidly becoming time capsules of national legacy. So dig into your old change jars, revisit that forgotten drawer, or explore the coin collections handed down through generations. The 1980 Australian 50-cent coin in color circulation condition might be more than just a coin. It could be a financial phoenix, rising from obscurity into the realm of the truly valuable. One twist of light, one swirl of copper and blue, one overlooked imperfection. And just like that, you're no longer a hobbyist, you're the owner of a coin that could make you a millionaire. Next up, in the magnificent realm of Australian numismatics, few coins stir the soul, honor the fallen, and ignite collector frenzy, quite like the 2005 Australian 50-cent commemorative coin engraved with the solemn phrase, World War 1939 to 1945 Remembrance, 50 cent. This coin is not just metal. It is a miniature monument, an artifact of courage and sacrifice that bridges generations and tells the story of a nation shaped by war. And in color circulation condition, where time and the elements have kissed the metal with iridescent hues, violet, gold, emerald, and blue, this piece becomes a living, breathing relic that could very well transform into a millionaire maker if found in pristine or rare-toned form. A design imbued with history and honor. Crafted as a tribute to the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II, the reverse side of this commemorative coin was designed by Tony Dean, and it echoes with the weight of history and remembrance. At its center are stylized poppies, Australia's timeless symbol of military sacrifice, spiraling outward like the echo of a battlefield drum. These aren't merely flowers. They are emblems of remembrance, each petal a tribute to a fallen soul, each spiral a whisper from history. The powerful words, World War 1939 to 1945 Remembrance, stand out like an eternal flame, with 50 cent solemnly seated at the base of the coin. The spacing and font evoke an official gravestone. Simple, reverent, unshakable. When this design becomes enriched by color toning from circulation, it elevates to near sacred beauty. Shades of deep red and purple intensify the poppies. Blues and golds shimmer across the field like a dawn breaking after war's long night. These tones are not printed but naturally formed, an organic masterpiece forged by time itself. The obverse, regal elegance in a final era. Flip the coin, and you meet the calm, dignified gaze of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This profile, introduced in 1998, shows Her Majesty with grace, age, and wisdom. It was among the last effigies of her used before her passing in 2022, making it not just a royal portrait, but a historical bookend to an era. Coins bearing this image, especially on emotionally charged commemorative issues, have become dramatically more sought after, elevating their market status and emotional pull for both collectors and historians alike. Technical specifications: built to last. Denomination: 50 cents. Year of issue: 2005. Mass: 15.55 grams. Diameter: 31.65 millimeters. Metal composition: 75% copper, 25% nickel, copper-nickel. Shape: dodecagonal, 12-sided. Edge: plain. Mint: Royal Australian Mint. Mintage: approximately 15 million. While 15 million coins were minted, the number of surviving, well-preserved, or uniquely toned examples is much smaller. Many were spent, scratched, or dulled beyond recognition. But the rare few that remain with sharp features and stunning toning in color circulation condition have become hot commodities in the collector's market. Value and demand. The millionaire maker in your pocket? Now here's where things get truly exciting. If you possess one of these coins in average circulated condition, it may be worth around $2 to $5 AUD. But if it has vibrant color toning, no major surface damage, and retains strong detail in the Queen's portrait and the poppy field, its value can skyrocket. Color tones circulated, very fine to extremely fine $50 to $150 AUD. Choice uncirculated with toning, $200 to $500 plus AUD. Graded high MS, mint state, with coloration, $1,000 plus AUD. Mint errors, e.g., die cracks, off-center strikes, double impressions can exceed 5,000 Australian dollars. And yes, ultra-rare examples have sold for 4 to 5-figure sums, particularly those certified by grading giants like PCGS or NGC and featuring vivid natural toning or flawless surfaces. These are the coins that savvy collectors hoard, that auction houses spotlight, and that could very well become your ticket to 6-figure fortune. Why the world is watching this coin. Interest in the 2005 Remembrance coin isn't just an Australian affair, it's global. Collectors from Canada, the UK, the USA, and across Europe actively seek it due to its deep connection with the Allied war effort. With Australia's role in World War II increasingly studied and honored abroad, this coin has become a cultural ambassador, a token of courage recognized worldwide. Add to that the current surge in interest in coins featuring Queen Elizabeth II following her passing, and it becomes clear, demand is growing while availability is shrinking. A perfect storm for value appreciation. Magnifying glass tilted left a rare find in a common world. It's almost poetic how such a coin, rich in emotional gravity and historical value, might lie hidden in your coin jar, in an old wallet, or quietly passed from hand to hand in change. But if you find one, especially with the rich, shimmering tones of a color-circulated version, you may just be holding a life-altering discovery. Final word. From memory to millions. The 2005 World War 1939 to 1945 Remembrance 50-cent Australian coin is not just a numismatic treasure, it's a national heartbeat preserved in silvered metal. It is art, history, mourning, and glory wrapped in a 12-sided frame. And when found in exceptional condition, especially with stunning color tones, it has the power to transform an ordinary life into an extraordinary story. So the next time you see a 50-cent coin, don't dismiss it. Examine it. Cherish it. For hidden among the millions may be the one that could tell your story. the story of a quiet coin that became your golden key to fortune, legacy, and remembrance.